In Washington, they have a lot of memorials. Memorials are statues that they use for soldiers who went to war a long time ago. So behind me, this is a famous one, and it was from World War I. And all of these memorials that we're looking at, and actually there's a lot of museums too, they're all in a place in DC called the National Mall. Right behind me is a spot where they keep the National Christmas tree every year. But right now it's summer, so there's no Christmas tree planted there. And if you look way back in the distance, over there, that's the Washington Monument. And I don't know anything about it, but it's really, really big, and it sort of looks like an Egyptian statue or an Egyptian monument. There it is. Now, even though Washington, D.C. is the state capital and it has all these fancy buildings, people still live here, and lots of kids live here just like you, and they like to play just like you. Here's some kids playing behind me, and there's kids playing soccer, all right in the National Mall. Now, like I said, in Washington, D.C., in the center part, there's lots of museums, and D.C. is known for its museums, partly because they're all free, or a lot of them are free, and you can go in, whoever you are, for as long as you want. But also, even though this looks like it's just a big building behind me, what's really exciting is what's on the inside. This one is the best one, I think. It's the Smithsonian Natural History Museum. You can learn about animals and other cultures, and well, look, I'll show you some things that they have in the museum. And also, look at these special plants. Those plants are called bird's nest ferns because they sort of look like bird's nests. I'm in the National Gallery of Arts, and they have an outdoor sculpture museum that you could just walk around in, and behind me there's a spider. And here's another sculpture of a house. It's been painted on aluminum. Here's a sculpture of a tree made out of metal. But it looks really realistic, except that it's so shiny and silver. I'm still in the National Gallery of Art, and you can see this gigantic fountain. Also, you can see that some people are putting their feet into the water. It's because Washington, D.C. gets very hot and very humid. I'm really hot right now. I'm even sweating. Behind me in the distance, you can see the top of the Capitol building. It looks like a big white dome. It's a very important building, and it's where politicians will meet to have debates about things.